Bulls seeing red. Let's get right into it. Number 7. Bulls seeing red. You've seen the scene 100 times, a raging bull charging at that bold red cape. Everyone thinks it's because the bull hates red. But here's the truth. Bulls can't even see the color red. Yep, you'll be surprised to know that their eyes only have 2 types of color cells for blue and green. So that iconic red cloth? To them, it's just a boring grayish-yellow blob. What actually sets them off? Movement. Erratic, unpredictable, dramatic movement. You could wave a blue towel, a white bedsheet, or even brace yourself your grandma's floral curtains. If you add enough flair, that bull's going to lose its mind. And what does science say? Researchers tested this. They waved all sorts of colors in front of bulls. The bulls charged at whatever moved, no matter the color. But when those same objects stood still, total disinterest. So why the red cape? Pure drama. It looks great in the arena and, bonus, it hides bloodstains. Spectacular for the audience, sure, but it has absolutely nothing to do with what the bull sees. Number 6. Knuckle. Knuckle cracking. Arthritis or just a pop? Alright. Number 6. Knuckle cracking and the arthritis scare. Your grandma probably warned you. Stop that or you'll get arthritis. But here's the truth. That warning? Not backed by science. Not even close. That satisfying pop isn't your bones grinding into dust. Nope. Your joints are filled with something called synovial fluid, a slippery liquid that contains tiny gas bubbles, mostly nitrogen. When you stretch or pull your fingers, it creates space in the joint, the pressure drops, and those bubbles burst like tiny underwater fireworks. That's the sound. Now here's something cool: you can't crack the same knuckle right away because it needs time. Those gas bubbles have to redissolve, like your joints are on a 20-30 minute cooldown timer. Gamers, you get it. And what does science say? Oh, it gets better. One Dr. Donald Ungarin, a personal experiment for 60 years, he cracked the knuckles on only his left hand, never touched the right. After 6 decades, both hands were completely fine. Zero arthritis. He even won an IG Nobel Prize for it, basically the Oscars of quirky science. So, yes, you'll be surprised to learn that cracking your knuckles won't wreck your joints. Arthritis usually comes from aging, injuries, or good old genetic snot from popping a few bubbles in your fingers. That snap, crackle, pop? Totally harmless. And kind of fun. Number 5. Baby bird touch taboo. Baby bird touch taboo. You've probably heard this one. Don't touch a baby bird or its mom will abandon it because it smells you. Sounds dramatic, but here's the truth. You'll be surprised to know it's just a myth. A well-meaning one, sure, but still a myth. What does science say? Most birds have a terrible sense of smell. Seriously, if a bird were trying to sniff you out, it'd be like trying to find Wi-Fi in the middle of the woods. Birds mostly recognize their babies through sight and sound, not scent. And let's be honest, mother bird's not going to ditch her chick after spending all that time building a nest, laying eggs, and pulling worms like a feathered Uber Eats. In fact, scientists and bird banders handle baby birds all the time during research, and guess what? The parents keep showing up with snacks like nothing happened. Now, here's what actually makes birds abandon a nest. Real threats, loud noises, predators lurking, or people constantly poking around like curious tourists. Too much chaos, and the mom might say, "Nope, we're out." So if you see a baby bird on the ground, don't panic. First, figure out if it's a nestling, young, mostly featherless, should be in the nest, or a fledgling, has feathers, learning to fly. Being on the ground is normal. If it's a nestling and you can gently return it to the nest, do it. Your human scent? Not the problem. Unless you're yelling and doing cartwheels next to the tree, the bird mom's not going anywhere. Number 4. Cold weather equals cold? Not so fast. Cold weather means you'll catch a cold. Your mom probably said it every winter. Put on a jacket or you'll get sick. And while she had good intentions and excellent scarf game, here's the truth. Just being cold doesn't actually make you sick. What does science say? Colds are caused by viruses, not chilly weather. The usual suspects? Rhinoviruses. You can't catch a cold unless you come into contact with one of them. So why do we feel like colds spike in winter? You'll be surprised. It's not the temperature, it's our behavior. When it's cold, we huddle indoors. Think. Shared air, closed windows, and a dozen people breathing in the same stale heat. Perfect conditions for viruses to spread via sneezes, coughs, and every doorknob in sight. Plus, some research suggests that cold, dry air might weaken your body's defenses. For example, the lining in your nose might not trap viruses as effectively in low humidity. But again, the main issue is exposure to the virus. If you were stuck alone in freezing weather with zero viruses around, you wouldn't catch a thing except frostbite, maybe. Just ask the scientists in Antarctica. They go months without getting sick until new people show up and bring viruses with them like unwanted souvenirs. So yes, bundle up to stay cozy, avoid hypothermia, and keep your teeth from chattering like castanets. But as for colds, the real culprit isn't the chill, it's the germs. Number 3, soonest season story. Seasons and the sun. You've been lied to. Summer happens when we're closer to the sun, right? Wrong. In fact, here's the truth. During summer in the northern hemisphere, Earth is actually farthest from the sun. Yep, you'll be surprised how backwards this common belief really is. So what does science say? It's not about distance, it's all about the tilt. Earth is tilted at 23.5 degrees, and it holds that lean all year, like your friend who cannot take a straight photo. This tilt changes how sunlight hits different parts of the planet as we orbit the sun. When the northern hemisphere is tilted toward the sun, we get sunlight that hits us more directly. That direct sunlight equals more heat, and longer days equals summer. Think of it like pointing a flashlight straight at a wall versus at an angle. Head-on, bright, focused light. On a slant, the same light spreads out and gets weaker. That's winter. So while folks in the US are digging out their driveways, Australia's over there grilling shrimp on the beach. Why? Because when we're tilted away from the sun, they're tilted toward it. And get this, if Earth weren't tilted, no seasons. Just one boring, endless meh season forever. No more snow days. No more summer BBQs, just weather on repeat. Also, yes, Earth's orbit is a little squished, more oval than perfect circle, but that shape barely affects our temperatures. It's such a tiny difference. It might as well be Earth's version of a bad haircut, technically real, but no one notices. So remember, it's not the distance, it's the lean. That wobble is the real reason your swimsuit and snow boots live in the same closet. Number 2. Dog vision. The colorful truth. Dogs only see in black and white, right? Nope. That's another classic myth. Here's the truth. Dogs can see colors, just not the same rainbow humans do. What does science say? While humans have 3 types of cone cells in their eyes to detect red, green, and blue, dogs only have 2. This means their color vision is more limited. You'll be surprised to learn they see blues and yellows just fine, but reds and greens? Those look like dull browns or grays. So that bright red ball you keep throwing? To your dog, it probably looks like a muddy meatball. A blue or yellow toy? Much easier to spot. But while dogs don't see the full color spectrum, they make up for it in other visual superpowers. Their eyes are packed with more rod cells, which are great for detecting motion and seeing in low light. Translation? Your pup's got better night vision than you do. And here's the cool part: dogs have a special reflective layer in their eyes called the tapetum lucidum. It bounces light back through the retina, boosting vision in the dark. It's also why their eyes glow like little demon flashlights in photos or when they stare at you from the hallway at 3 a.m. But don't worry, when it comes to understanding the world, dogs aren't relying just on sight. Their sense of smell is thousands of times sharper than ours. So even if your dog can't tell a tomato from a tennis ball, they can smell what you had for lunch 2 days ago. Number 1. The 8 glasses of water myth. You've heard it a million times. Drink 8 glasses of water a day. But here's the truth: that rule isn't carved in stone. It's one of those health tips that stuck around longer than it probably should have. What does science say? The infamous 8x8 rule likely came from a 1,945 recommendation by the U.S. Food and Nutrition Board. They said adults should consume about 2.5 liters of water daily. Sounds familiar, right? But here's the part everyone forgets. They also noted that most of that water comes from food. Yeah, you'll be surprised how much water is hiding in your meals. Fruits, veggies, soups, they're basically delicious hydration delivery systems. Even milk, juice, tea, and yes, coffee contribute to your daily water intake. Caffeine may make you pee a bit more, but it doesn't cancel out the water in your cup. And honestly, your body already comes with a built-in reminder system. It's called thirst. If you're thirsty, drink. If you're not, don't force down your eighth glass like it's a punishment from the hydration gods. How much water you really need depends on lots of factors: your age, gender, activity level, health, even the climate. If you're running marathons in the desert, sure, drink up. But if you're binge-watching shows in air conditioning, maybe cool it with the gallon jugs. So yes, staying hydrated is important, but the 8 glasses a day rule? It's more of a catchy slogan than a universal law. Your body knows what to do, just listen to it. Today I will do similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.